streets of Jacksonville, Florida, rap beefs don't stay on wax, they spill into real life. And now, one of the city's most notorious young rappers has just been convicted of murder. Not because police cracked the case, but because his own father did. This is the true story of how 26-year-old rapper Ksoo threw away $1 million rap career and got betrayed by his getaway driver and his own blood, and will now spend the rest of his life behind bars. All for a deadly street war that started with music videos and ended with murder. Ksoo, real name Hakeem Robinson, wasn't just any street rapper from Jacksonville. He was the muscle behind a deadly rap crew called ATK, affiliated with another Florida rapper, Youngin Ace.
Hey, he was 16, I took his soul right about the street.
He was flashy, cocky, and disrespectful, dropping diss tracks that mocked his dead rivals by name. His music got millions of views on YouTube, but behind the camera, he was living every lyric.
ATK, we forever bang. We war ready, we about slinging the bang. Can't wait till I catch him, I'm gon' bust his brain.
Ksoo grew up in a violent environment surrounded by gang activity. His father, Abdul Robinson Sr., wasn't some innocent bystander either. He was allegedly deep in the streets himself. So when Ksoo got caught up in Jacksonville's deadly gang war, he had a team behind him, including his own dad. But that team would eventually turn on him. To understand why Ksoo's case is so shocking, you have to understand Jacksonville. This city is quietly becoming one of the deadliest rap battlegrounds in America.
These 41 suspected gang members arrested in a multi-year criminal investigation.
Soon after, he was shot inside of a silver Chevy Tahoe, carrying 5 other people. Those 5 including Addison's father, brother, and friends, according to a family friend.
Sheriff Waters says Breon was an innocent bystander who was killed on the ongoing gang war between the ATKs and 6 Block.
On one side, you got ATK, affiliated with Youngin Ace. On the other side, you've got 6 Block KTA, a crew affiliated with Julio Fulio. They've been dissing each other for years, making viral music videos mocking the dead, flashing guns, and dropping names. This beef is not just lyrical, it's bloody. Rappers and affiliates from both sides have been killed in cold blood. One of the most infamous moments was when Ksoo released the music video for Ksoo B. In it, he mocks the deaths of Lil Bibby and Lil Buck. He says their names out loud in the song. He even allegedly flashed the murder weapon in the video. This wasn't just a song, it was a confession.
Feels like the local rappers are glorifying these murders by putting the victims' faces on the album cover. It's unclear if the rappers are directly linked to these murders, but she says it's hard enough having to live with her son's violent death every day, and it makes it worse seeing her son portrayed like this.
Ksoo, and you know we smoke Lil Bibby, bitch. Ksoo, and you know we smoke Lil Bibby, Ksoo, Glocks and Rugals, we be hitting.
On January 15th, 2020, 23-year-old Lil Buck, he had an interview lined up, a job, a new start. He walked out of the building in Jacksonville and never made it home. According to prosecutors, Ksoo and his crew had been stalking Lil Buck for days. They found out where he lived after he posted a photo showing his apartment on social media. They watched him leave his house, and when he went to that job interview, they followed him in a silver Nissan Altima.
Did you drive Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker back to Charles McCormick's apartment?
Yes, sir.
And what was the intent for the 3 of you when you were going to that apartment complex?
Kill McCormick.
Where in the Nissan were Hakeem Robinson and Leroy Whitaker sitting?
Still in the back seat.
Both with their rifles?
Yes, sir.
And was there a plan at that point in time for what was going to happen next?
Yes, sir.
And what was that plan?
Well, they were going to ambush him as soon as he got in the vehicle.
All right. So ambush who?
Charles McCormick.
And when you say ambush, what does that mean?
Well, we call it run down.
Well, what does run down mean?
It's ambush.
Okay. If Charles McCormick walked out of his apartment while y'all were sitting right there.
No, sir.
When he walked out, if the plan was to run him down, what would that have involved? What would have happened? Do you know what the plan was for when Charles McCormick walked out?
Yeah.
All right. What was supposed to happen?
Well, when he got into the vehicle, they was gonna jump out the car. And as soon as he got in his car, they was gonna run him down and shoot him.
Who was?
Scotty and Ksoo.
So both Leroy Whitaker and Hakeem Robinson?
Yes, sir.
The moment Buck stepped out, gunshots rang out. Surveillance footage later showed Ksoo jumping out of the car, chasing down the victim, and shooting Lil Buck.
Told the court Charles McCormick, also known as Lil Buck, had just left her job after being hired. Despite the moment of chaos, the caller caught a glimpse of the alleged shooter.
He has a black mask on. He has on a skull cap. He's running across the parking lot.
I see that vehicle just pop out and it's gunning it.
Minutes later, off-duty JSO Officer Collins, another state witness, testified he saw a silver Nissan speed away from the scene. He followed the car, later identifying a man in all black getting out and possibly holding a rifle. But the defense says neither witness could actually see the shooter's face and questions their descriptions.
After a high-speed chase with the cops, police found 223 shell casings at the scene. The suspects left behind their weapons after they crashed and abandoned the getaway vehicle. While escaping on foot, Ksoo desperately called the only person he thought he could trust. He called his father, Abdul Sr., to come help him escape the police.
The suspect got away in a stolen car, but it crashed about half a mile away. The suspects were seen on surveillance video running through a backyard, eventually breaking into a woman's home. That's when police say the suspect held a woman hostage. You're looking at video now from moments after the victim was able to escape. She ran into Action News Jack's Elizabeth Pace for help. She told us the suspects wrestled her to the ground.
Jacksonville police were trying to piece everything together. The ATK versus KTA war was heating up. Bodies were dropping. Rappers were bragging online. But the police had no eyewitnesses, just rumors. Then came the big break they didn't expect, a betrayal from within. First, Ksoo's getaway driver, Dominique Butter Bonner, flipped.
Well, Hakeem jumped out.
Jumped out of what?
Jumped out of the car.
Was that the plan?
No, sir.
All right. How is that different from what the plan was?
Well, I came up with a plan of getting closer to his car so when he get in the car, he could jump out of the passenger seat and shoot him as soon as he got in his vehicle. I could pull off faster.
Then the real shocker, Ksoo's father, Abdul Robinson Sr., turned state witness. Let that sink in. Ksoo's own dad snitched. In court, Abdul Sr. confessed everything. He allegedly said who the mastermind was behind the hit on Lil Buck. He admitted to helping coordinate the getaway, and he told the court that his own son pulled the trigger.
The trial of Jacksonville rapper Ksoo took another dramatic turn when his own father took the stand to testify against him this afternoon.
You indicated you picked them up. How did you know that they needed a ride on January 15, 2020?
My son called me and asked me to go give Scotty a ride.
Which son?
Kareem.
Is that Abdul Jr.?
Yes.
Has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship with my family, besides one person.
So a part of your family completely cut you out?
Yeah.
When people know that you're cooperating, does that make it easier or harder for you when you're incarcerated?
Well, it make it harder for me.
What about when you get out?
Extremely harder.
Is cooperating in this case something that is easy for you to do?
No, this is the most hardest decision I've had to make in my life.
According to Abdul Robinson Sr., it was Hakeem Robinson who killed McCormick for revenge.
Who is the person that was captured on the video recording shooting Charles McCormick?
My son.
What's your son's name?
Hakeem.
Looking at his son in the eyes as he named him as the shooter in the death of McCormick.
It was one of the most chilling moments in Florida courtroom history. But while the feds were building their case, Ksoo was busy telling on himself through his music. In multiple songs, including Ksoo B, he directly says the names of his alleged victims. He mocks how they died. He even laughs about it. In one video, fans pointed out what appeared to be the exact same gun used in the Lil Buck murder. He was flexing his crimes for clout. This isn't new in rap, but in Ksoo's case, it helped build a case against him in court. Prosecutors said the music wasn't just entertainment, it was evidence.
Now, Robinson is known for his controversial rap videos with details about the murders, but his attorneys have said the lyrics do not prove he is guilty. Still, investigators say he's linked to the violent drug gang ATK.
Fast forward to July 2025, Ksoo was finally convicted of first-degree murder for the killing of Lil Buck. That's capital murder, a mandatory life sentence. And the internet went crazy. Some fans were heartbroken. They have followed his career since the early ATK days. They watched him rise from the trenches to viral stardom. Others were shocked, not that he was guilty, but that his own father gave him life in prison.
So what happened was Ksoo's dad, the testifying, got shot in the back. Ksoo's brother, Abdul, got shot in the head. And the other person who was basically a stepchild from the girl that Ksoo's dad was dealing with got killed. They shot the whole car up. They tried to switch cheese. Ksoo, he's just like that. He said, I bet. They said the whole family was tight. It's get back time. It's get back gang. They go to try to get back. They shot his brother and his dad, which this is the disgusting part about it all. Ksoo is sliding for his pops. His pops who testifying got shot in the back. Ksoo is like, oh, all right. Everybody gotta die. He's sliding for his brother, his pops, and his stepbrother. He's gotta get laid down. He go do the sliding. His dad seemingly was kind of with it because he tried to burn the clothes. But when the cops catch up, his dad said, I ain't do shit. That's who did it. That's my son. He did it. This is nasty work, chat.
People flooded the comments saying, there's no loyalty in the streets anymore. How your own blood testify against you? And one person said, he really threw his life away for clout. And it's true. Ksoo had a promising rap career, millions of views, a platform, a future. Now, he's facing life behind bars. The streets don't love you. That's the lesson here. Because for all the street cred, all the beef, and all the diss tracks, Ksoo's crew turned against him. His getaway driver flipped. His own father snitched. And the same fans who hyped up his music are now mourning his downfall. This case is a tragic reminder that chasing clout through violence has a price. Julio Fulio lost his life and his friends. Youngin Ace lost a top soldier. And now Ksoo lost everything. This is a cautionary tale. Ksoo wasn't taken down by detectives or forensics or even a witness on the street. He was taken down by his own circle, people he trusted. He left behind fans of his music, a shattered family, and a legacy forever stained by murder and betrayal. The street life might look glamorous on YouTube, but in real life, it ends in two ways, dead or imprisoned. And Ksoo just proved it might be your own father who puts you there.